YouTube land, how's it going? This is Adam. Smith Welding Restoration. Devil's in the details. We got a Lexus in. I did not do a walk around with you before we started this. It's pretty commonplace, just body repair job, okay? So we'll walk around it real quick. You know, we got your wheel covers on. Going around getting tape and all these, making sure the gaskets underneath these aren't fucked up or showing. So that was the phone ringing. This is a local small insurance company. They apparently can't keep their fucking notes straight. I actually have them saved in my phone in their fuckhead, but apparently they changed their phone number recently. Alright, so I'm going around and prepping this car off. I just kind of wanted to show you the damage areas we're dealing with, how I'm prepping it off, and why I'm doing it in such a manner. That little hand mask I showed you guys, see, I use it for rockers and shit, okay? Rockers. There's actually a rubber gasket on the bottom of that door, so I actually lapped the tape just a little bit on the bottom of the door and then pushed it up and under where it lapped over and covered that gasket, went up underneath the skin of the door. There was a dinger there. We actually were only charged to touch that up, but I don't know. That light there, exhaust tip, that light there. I'm on this corner now, going around doing all the small stuff. This is the cheapest possible plastic a guy can find. So that being said, anything adjacent to an area that's getting painted is paper. That got buggered pretty good there. We could get some of it tapping it out from the inside. I'm going to stud pull the rest. Again, down there, you've actually got a seam that comes across right there at the rocker panel. The big thing is making sure your paper's not bridging anything. So I use some fine line tape in there. You might be able to see the blue, because there's a rubber gasket that goes down to about there in this light and around the top. And I don't want to get silver on that rubber gasket. I told you I do that in the inner fender wells with the 6-inch tape. There you go. Devil's in the details. Six-inch tape, 6-inch tape. All those are off the hand masker. There's a rubber gasket here, so I taped in around it. We want the paint to curl around that corner so it doesn't peel. This is going to be a pain in the ass corner right here, because it all wants to keep coming back over it. I got it pulled back best we can. It'll be fine. We just got to pay attention to it. So, beautiful 2006 Lexus. Actually, this is a car that is belonged by one of my favorite sushi chefs. Damn, can't talk. Yes, I like sushi. Me and the girl go out when we can, usually about once a month, to a little place north of town here. This is one of the sushi chef's cars. So there's a couple areas, yeah, I'm going to give it some extra loving. The guy takes great care of us when we go into the restaurant. We sit up there at the bar and talk to him. It's actually how I landed this gig. I don't know. It's a good little job. It's silver. That paint's cheap by all comparisons. Paint costs have been climbing again. I was going to order red for a project with the RM. I discovered I could not order red in the RM for the project. I mean, I could, but it's a car lot car. 8774 is the color code. It's 2000 Grand Prix. I didn't have it in the job. I just didn't have it in the job. The owner would not pay that for sure. $100 pint, basically. So that's where we're at. I'll pop in. We're getting some body work done, pulling some dents with the stud puller. We're going to straighten out that fender. The bad is, after cursory inspection, the bumper cover's in worse shape than I thought on the driver's corner. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that yet. We may actually end up pulling the wheel off and taking that whole inner fender out and seeing what we can do. I don't know yet. Check in. We'll be back. Tried a new product today. U-pole short strand fiberglass. I like it. I think I really like it. We'll see how it tools out first, but so far so good. Let's check this out. I could have done body filler there and just left it, okay? We pulled them out with the stud welder. But I'd rather have just a glazing top coat of body filler or dolphin glaze or polyester, whatever. We've gone around, we got all those things there, prepped out, there. That's our next concern, see that? We gotta get this pulled around, this pushed in, figure out how to fasten it again. Really, we're closing in on paint on it, to be honest. So, pulled the stud welder out, got that, should be good to go. There we are. Short strand on there. I didn't show all this repair and beating and dinging. We did one, I think you would call it inappropriate repair. The owner wants it fixed. He's got set budget. We've done more than the work order actually states on it, and that's my aim and ideal, is to give just that a little bit more. If someone's got a budget that I can work with, if it's not going to cost me, you know, a lot to just take care of a problem, I will. And that should always be what you strive for, is better than last. You're only as good as your last project. The inappropriate repair is, this bumper cover is damn expensive for a Lexus for what we've got budgets on the whole project. In comparison, you know. The clips and all that shit were broke. So I actually had to install a screw in it. A face screw. So the next guy that has to deal with this is going to hate me. Best I can do. It brought everything back around where it was reasonable. You know, it's reuse all the parts, which nothing was damaged badly enough in cursory to worry about. If I had known, I would have told him. I didn't know until we started getting things tore apart and looking worse than when we started. I can't exactly tell him it's going to be a $500 bumper cover replacement on top of his already stated situation. I will explain to the owner exactly how we did it, what we did, and why. And I think that's the difference between just being a bastard. All I'm trying to do is give the guy a nice looking ride again. One screw, it's going to suck for the next body guy. Tough shit. You know, I've dealt with worse what people bring me. I'm not cheating the guy. I'm not going to short him. Sometimes you got to go off script to make the job work. This is where we're at. I'm gonna wet sand all that down, and I came back with a Scotch-Brite and scuffed the rest of the surface. See that filthy mess? I'm gonna let all this here. This isn't flashed out yet. I'll let all this flash out. And clean up my mess, splash some water. Get it in paint. It's 11 o'clock, Wednesday night. I had my amazing children this evening for a while. Which, I mean, come on, man. That's what it's about. Went to my sister's for my niece's birthday, and then back to work. I got here about 10. About a quarter after, I guess. Blocked out a couple areas, wet sand in other areas, put a little bit of mud on another, a little bit of body glaze on the door over on the passenger rear. So the next shot will be in paint. And tomorrow morning we'll pick up there and strip the car and the final touches. Alright, so I'm wrapping up for the night. It's painted. I did put a run in it though. We'll sand that out tomorrow. Just a clear coat. Let's take a peek-see. Can you see it? Just barely. I'll clear that up in the morning. Not a big deal. Everything else came up marvelous. I mean, I tried this other clear that I'm not used to. You know, the thing of it is, clears are all different to an extent. I mean, they're the same, but they're different to an extent. This other stuff I had, I shit you not, I had orange peel and I had run on the same panel. It's operator error, okay? I'm not trying to candy coat my shortcomings as a painter. It's operator error when that happens. Bar none, just the way it is. So, okay. It just be. I found chemicals that work for me, the way I shoot. That's just it. Various people shoot in different ways. I'm heading into the house now. I love it out here. I'm literally, oh God, 4 blocks from the city limits. It's just quiet out here. Less than a mile from the highway in the direction I'm headed. So that's done. We're gonna crack it open tomorrow morning. I'll show you the details we got to deal with. I might even get a shot of Jeremy cussing me out for running the clear, but it's still better than that stuff I was using. I had a project that I shot out. I'm gonna reshoot, at very least re-clear big sections of it because it came out so awful. Again, it's applicator error. I'm not a master painter, you know. I know a couple of various ways to paint. That's what I know, you know, and I can't just take whatever chemicals they got handy and go with it. As I know better, I do better. Folks, have a good one. Look at it here a minute. See what I can do. What do you want to do it, or do you want to take
care of that first.
Perfect. You know, if you try to save this plastic, I can guarantee you won't want to. Yes, it is. It's tops. Great color match. Yeah, line to what sand and buff out. Yes, of course we got that. A little peeling. Little fly. Corner of the bumper. Kick on the fan, let's vacate this there a little bit. It was a little bit on the take your breath away when you watch.